Prince Harry's recent revelations about his life as a working royal expose a deeply troubling aspect of the royal family's dynamics: the pervasive and often painful distance that defined his relationships, both publicly and privately. In his memoir, Spare, Harry delves into the emotional and physical barriers that were not just part of royal protocol but also ingrained in his family life, shaping his interactions and fundamentally affecting his sense of belonging. Harry describes his time as a senior royal as one marked by an unspoken but rigid code of conduct that enforced emotional detachment. Distance, both physical and emotional, was not just expected but required. Simple acts of affection, hugs, kisses, or even a comforting touch, were nearly non-existent, a reality that extended beyond public duties to the most intimate family moments. Harry's account reveals that the older generation of royals, in particular, maintained a near-zero tolerance for physical contact, even with close family members. This emotional austerity, Harry suggests, created an atmosphere where feelings were suppressed and connections stifled, leaving him isolated within his own family. The emotional and physical distance that Harry speaks of was not limited to his interactions with his grandparents or other elder royals. It deeply affected his bond with his brother, Prince William. According to Harry, their relationship was often characterized by a palpable sense of space. William frequently demanded distance, both figuratively and literally. What might have been a close brotherly bond was instead defined by formality, competition, and a profound emotional divide. One of the most harrowing accounts in Spare involves a physical altercation between the brothers, illustrating how strained their relationship had become. Harry recounts a shocking incident where a heated argument about his wife, Meghan Markle, spiraled out of control. In a moment of rage, William allegedly grabbed Harry by the collar, tore his necklace, and knocked him to the ground. The fight left Harry physically bruised and emotionally wounded, underscoring the volatility and deep-rooted tension between the brothers. Harry's reflections in Spare also shed light on his childhood and the personal struggles that shaped him. Growing up under the relentless scrutiny of the public eye, Harry felt perpetually judged and constrained, his every move analyzed by the press and controlled by palace aides. This constant pressure contributed to his emotional struggles and, later in life, his experimentation with drugs as he sought to escape the rigid confines of his royal identity. His admissions paint a stark picture of a young man grappling with the expectations and emotional coldness of a life he never chose. Royal protocols, Harry explains, were not just rules governing public behavior. They enforced a barrier even among family members, creating a chasm that was impossible to bridge. Moments of personal connection were rare, and the protocols themselves became an invisible wall that kept the royals at arm's length from one another. Harry's experiences reflect a broader issue within the institution: the lack of space for vulnerability, openness, and authentic human connection, even within the confines of the palace walls. These revelations are particularly poignant when viewed against the backdrop of Harry's departure from royal duties and his subsequent estrangement from the family. His memoir reveals a man deeply affected by the emotional isolation that was a constant feature of his upbringing, straining his relationships with those who should have been closest to him. It is a raw and heartbreaking account of a life lived under constant watch, where maintaining a stoic distance was not just a habit but a survival mechanism. Harry's story is a powerful reminder of the unseen toll that royal life can take. The emotional and physical distance enforced by tradition and protocol didn't just shape Harry's public persona. It defined his most personal and painful experiences, leaving scars that he continues to grapple with. As Harry pulls back the curtain on his life, he offers a glimpse into a world where appearances are carefully managed, but at great personal cost, where the price of maintaining a royal image is often paid in emotional currency, with relationships fractured and love kept at bay.